presentations for Northampton Day. We have a presentation. Eileen, if you could bring up our residents up to speed.
I would like to call up the chairman of the committee, Steve Bryer, and the members of our committee. Would you please come up here? And the gentleman, come up here. Paul Muller III, could you please come up also, sir? Northampton Days 2019 is now over, but what a day it was. We are so thankful for everyone who made it happen. Our generous sponsors, our wonderful vendors, our police, fire, and EMTs, our Northampton Public Works Department, and of course, all of you, who always show up to enjoy the day and support our community. This yearly celebration is run by volunteers, and they start working. We had our first meeting the other night, and it goes, if it's in May or September, it starts a long time before it ever happens. And it's all volunteers. No cost to the public, and you get to go out and have a fun day celebrating our community. So I just wanted these ladies, well, we have all our gentlemen here, and I'm also on the committee, but we need volunteers, and we need you all to say, wow, I had a great time. I think next time I'm going to volunteer, and we have a lot of fun. So I would like to introduce our chairman of our committee, Steve Bryer, and he will go do the presentations.
Thank you, Mrs. Silver.
You're quite welcome.
Are you leaving us already?
No, I'm just making it out of the way.
So anyway, I just want to thank everybody. I know I was here last month telling everybody what a great time they were going to have, and we had the biggest crowd we've had in, I think, forever. I like to think it's because of the great job we did, but it's probably because it was a beautiful day. And we have this outing every year in the spirit of community. Just one day a year where everybody puts aside everything that's on their mind and just comes out and enjoys their neighbors. And if we're lucky enough to have a few dollars left over after the event is over, we have in the past donated a portion of those dollars to local nonprofits. This year, we're very fortunate. We were able to, as we did last year, we'll be providing 2 scholarships to graduating seniors from any high school in the area who volunteers at Northampton Day and has a recommendation from the school for their volunteerism through their career. Also, I don't know if any of you in town have seen those little mini horses that walk around. That's Jacob's Mane of Hope. They're a great 501c3 organization, and they take these therapy horses to Children's Hospital, to the Shriners Hospital. They take them to veterans hospitals, and they really need support. And this year, we are giving them a check for $500 to further what they're doing. And also, because we have Mr. Palestina, and he's old, we decided that we were going to donate $500 to the senior center this year to help them provide the programs that they do for older seniors, not only in Northampton Township, but in the general area. And we're very glad to do that. And then that brings us to why we're all here. Last year, we were very fortunate to have Team Toyota partner with us as our main sponsor for this event. And they've been very gracious. They came back this year, and when I called Paul and his dad to tell them that we were going to be presenting a check to the Miracle League, they said that on top of the money that they had already given us to help put the event on, they wanted to make an additional contribution. And the Muller family has long and deep roots in Northampton Township, and we're very grateful. They've also been big supporters of the Miracle League, who's going to be the beneficiary of the check that we're going to be giving tonight. Mr. House. In my excitement, I forgot you weren't up here.
I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you. Anybody know who?
This is Bob House, the president of the Miracle League. For those of you who don't know the Miracle League, I'm going to take a couple extra minutes because you don't have that long meeting tonight, so I can go on for you. The Miracle League, in partnership with the Township about 10 years ago, raised over $1 million to build 2 special fields at the municipal park. I don't know how many of you have seen those fields, but it was a great partnership where the Township came up with the land in a great location, and the Miracle League people just raised money on top of money and got this thing done. And after that was done and they were working for a few years, they came to us and they said, we need a playground where these kids can play. There's a great playground. For those of you who live in Northampton, you know it's called the Blue Playground. But it's not adaptable, or it wasn't adaptable for special needs use. So again, in partnership with the Township, the Miracle League has endeavored to raise $750,000 to rebuild the existing playground so that it will be able to be played on by both special needs and non-special needs kids all at the same time. I don't know, there's not a whole lot of them in this area, and I can guarantee that between the Miracle League fields and the playground, there's no township in Bucks County that's ahead of us on what we do, what we're trying to do. And we owe most of it to Bob and his people because they've taken the initiative. And I can remember 10 years ago when they came to the township meeting and said, we have this great idea. And the supervisors were wonderful and said, come up with a plan, come up with the money, and you can do it. And they did it. So Bob, thank you.
Steve, thank you.
On behalf of the Miracle, or on behalf of Northampton Day Committee, we'd like to thank you for this check for $7,500. I also know there's a check coming from Paul.
Another $2,500 from Team Toyota.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And we're just very grateful. And again, Paul, to you and your family, I know that you supported the Miracle League over the last 10 years. And what you're helping with Northampton Day is just wonderful, and we hope you'll continue into the future. Bob?
Anything you have to say?
Yes. First, I want to thank Steve and everybody on the Northampton Committee for all they did. It was a wonderful day. I was there myself, as well as just the opportunity to be recognized in the wonderful check and the work that you've done on our behalf. Haven't met until just now, so I appreciate greatly your support as well. Everybody who's came in through the front doors, you can see what we're trying to accomplish. We're well on our way. We're about 70–75% of the way there, but we still have some additional fundraising we need to do, so we look for everybody's support. And I'd like to thank all the supervisors for your continued support of our program and being there for us and help us through all this, and everybody in the community, how welcoming you've been for all of us. So I cannot thank you all enough for this evening. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Bob, if you hold the check, you can take a group shot.
Just one thing I want to add. Everyone here has to realize that Northampton Township is inclusive. We have everyone, and we will do our services for everyone.
I have a question. When did the Northampton Days start?
22 years ago.
22 years ago.
22 years ago.
Okay.
Because I've been here 45 years, and I went to the first one, and they had an auto show. And I noticed that this year they don't. Is there any reason for that?
Yeah.
Not now, Steve. You'll talk to him
I'll talk to
later.
you about it after the meeting. But
Oh, okay.
basically, we're limited.
Gotcha.
Thank you very much for all you do.